OnSong 2022 is a brand new app that's just been released from OnSong, and it comes with a lot of great new features, but also a couple of changes that you might want to be aware of. For one thing, OnSong 2022 is available to any one of our OnSong subscribers. And you'll be getting additional updates now for a long time with new features as they become available. But let's take a look at some of the new changes and features that are available in OnSong 2022. First up, in OnSong 2022, there's a new redesigned user interface. And the first place that you'll notice this is in the Songs menu. So if we're going to tap on that Songs menu, you can see that there's no more tab bar at the bottom. And that's because there's so many new ways that you can browse your library that it just wouldn't fit in that tab bar. So let's take a look at that. If we tap on this button in the upper left corner, we will expose what we're calling the drawer. The drawer has different ways that you can browse your library. For instance, we could take a look at all songs and see every song that's in our library. Or we could take a look at unbound songs. That's any song that isn't in a book. If I wanted to browse books, I could tap on it, see all of my books, and as soon as I tap on one of these books, like Fearless, now the drawer closes and I see all the songs, and you can see my song viewer automatically loads the first song of that book. And I can just go back and I'm back to my browse. I can also look at my sets. So for instance, I could tap active sets and see any set that I currently have. Or I can view folders or archive sets here too. Another really great feature of OnSong 2022 is song templates. So song templates, right now I don't have any, but I can create multiple types of songs that I can use when I create a new song. So instead of just having one template, I could have multiple. I can also take a look at my songs by various attributes. For instance, alphabetic will show me all the songs in my library based on what the title starts with. So I could tap on B, see all the songs that start with B. If I go back, I could take a look at my songs by artist or by file type. Now, I have only text-based charts right now. We'll get into some of the new file handling features of OnSong 2022 in a little bit. I can take a look by key, by provider, so if you import songs from Song Select or Praise Charts, you can look at what songs you have there. This is a new one that I really like. It's by tempo, and so I can actually come in here and view songs that are, let's say, between 80 and 108 BPM. And OnSong's going to go through my library, do a little bit of processing to index my songs, and then give me it when I'm all done. As you can see, I think I picked the wrong one, but you can also browse by tempo and by topic again. So there's many different ways that you can look at your song library. Also, another change is that instead of going back to view libraries, I can just tap on Manage Libraries here at the bottom, and you can see I have a couple of libraries that I can switch between. You can make new libraries and things like that as well. Again, just a small change here to how you organize your songs menu. So let's go back to all songs. I'm just gonna pick a song here at the bottom. We'll just pick the Welcome to OnSong song there. Another place where you might see some different changes is what we're calling attachments. So now, instead of tapping up here in the menu bar next to our annotations button to edit our song, we'll now be able to tap and see various attachments that we can view for that song. So for instance, right now, we're taking a look at a text version of Welcome to OnSong. But if I had a PDF version of that, I could tap on plus, come in here, browse some files. I know one of these is, a real quick test that we use, American Woman, and we can import, and now we'll have an attachment to our song that I can easily switch to just by tapping on it. And so you can very easily have different versions of a song, maybe different keys of a song if you want. Some you might want music notation, score, chord charts, whatever you need for that particular song you can do. Now to edit that song, it's real easy. You just tap on that Edit Chords and Lyrics down at the bottom, and your song editor comes up as before. Now something you might notice here is that there is no more what we call conversion toolbar at the bottom of the song editor, and that's because we have a lot of really great tools right here in the attachments menu. So for instance, if I wanted to convert that PDF file to a text file, I could tap and hold on it, and here I get a number of different actions. And this is something also that's new in 2022 is everywhere in the system there are these context menus. So if you have a list of things, you can tap on them and get this wonderful, beautiful menu and do various things to the thing that you tapped on. So for instance, I could preview that, just bring it up in a screen. I could tap and hold it again. I could extract the text from it, which probably will not work too terribly well, but you can see what it does is it creates a new attachment. So I didn't lose my original text document, but I can switch to the converted version and see it didn't do very good. And if I didn't like that, well, I can swipe and just delete it. I can also tap and hold on that attachment and see its properties. So this is important if you have a number of PDF files. Maybe one is in the key of F, one is in the key of C. You can come in here and choose what key that song is in. You can also edit the file. And this type field here is used that if you have different types of files that you're storing for that particular song, like for instance, you might have one that's just the orchestration. One is the chord chart, right? So you don't necessarily want to switch between different versions of that file when you're transposing. You can type something in there just to keep it separated as well. And we're going to get into a little bit more of that with another feature that I'll show you coming up soon. Another great feature of OnSong 2022 is called clips. And so to get to clips, I'm going to tap here on my annotations menu, and you can see right up top I got clip. Now a clip is just a picture that you could put on your chart or any piece of music that you're looking at, so it's kind of like a sticky note. So let me just tap on clip here, and right here we can import a file from any one of our areas. Check out that search bar. The search bar throughout the system now stays put, so that's kind of nice as well. Let me come down here. I think I got some scores. I'm going to choose Bach. And that's going to import a PDF. So I could either import an image or a PDF file. I just got to pick maybe the page for the PDF. And now I can actually crop that image. I can kind of take a look at just one part of this score, maybe just that top couple measures. And the other thing I could do here is using our clip style dialog. I can actually change the tint of that if I wanted to. I'll just keep it black. I can also make the background transparent, which is really cool. So I'm just going to tap on done. And after a brief moment, we now have that clip, which I can then put anywhere on my chart. I can change the size just like I would expect with a sticky note, rotate it, do whatever I want. And that's how you can bring pictures into your charts with clips. Another great feature of OnSong 2022 is that we can tap on our actions menu here, and we can actually create keyboard shortcuts for any action inside of OnSong. So if we tap on the shortcuts tab down there at the bottom, you can see that there's a number of different things that we can do. For instance, we could edit our song just by hitting Command E. So for instance, if I close this screen and I have a keyboard attached to my iPad right now, I can hold down Command, tap E, and it's going to open up my song editor without me even having to tap on the screen. And the other great thing with this is you can create your own custom shortcuts. So for instance, I might take, I don't know, Command U here. And I'm just going to press Command U on my keyboard, and then I can tell it to do different things. So I'm going to scroll down here to the bottom to my user interface area here, and I'm going to pick low light mode. We're just going to toggle that on and off with Command U. Close the screen, press Command U, and now I'm toggling between low light mode just by using my keyboard. And speaking of shortcuts, shortcuts works really great if you have an iPad with a keyboard, but it works even better with one of the major new features of OnSong 2022, which is support for the Mac. And we're not just talking about the M1 and iPad emulation, we're talking about a full native version of OnSong that's now available on the Mac. So let's come and take a look. So over here, we have OnSong running on the Mac. You can download this from the App Store, the Mac App Store, and it works pretty much just like you'd expect OnSong to work. One of the nice things is you can obviously change the size of that window to whatever you want. And things look a little bit different because it is a little bit more Mac-like. For instance, to scroll down through our list, we use two-finger swipe on our trackpad. Or if we wanted to delete something, same thing, we can use that two-finger swipe. Some other really cool features is that we now have a full menu bar. So for instance, if I wanted to import something from my Mac, I could just hit the import button here, and that's going to give me my import dialog, which I can view my downloads, my desktop, whatever. I also have a number of other options. One of those is I can enter full screen. So if I wanted to just take over, just like you might want to use OnSong this way, I can hide my menu bar to really make use of that. And again, to work through my song, I could either tap on the screen to scroll up and down, or I can use two-finger swipe on my trackpad. Another menu that we have is window. So for instance, right now we're looking at our main window, which is our OnSong chord chart. But if we wanted to, we could tap on lyrics projection here, and that's going to open up my lyrics projection screen. And I can drag that to another desktop, another screen that I might have connected. And of course I can come in here and make all those changes. You can see it's making that change live behind the scenes right here. I can drag that to where I want, and then I can go full screen with it just by tapping. Let's come out of full screen mode there. And I can run stage monitor mode at the same time just by tapping on stage monitor mode. And again, I can take that stage monitor and move that to another monitor that I have and go full screen. And the great thing is that the Mac version will remember what I had on what screen and if it were full screen or not. So super powerful there. And I can also share right from the menu as well. Another feature of OnSong 2022 is a new way of importing chord charts, sheet music, backing tracks, and even different patches for your guitar or main stage through a company that you might have heard of, Praise Charts. So if I want to import something from Praise Charts, I can just come in here to my Add Songs menu, tap on Praise Charts, and now I'm going to see all the popular songs on Praise Charts right here. I can also tap on My Library to see all the songs that I have already purchased. So you can come in here, download your stuff that you've already purchased on Praise Charts, or you can browse or search for songs as well. So for instance, you know, obviously this is for House of Worship. If I wanted to search for a song, let's search for Might Get Loud. And I'm just gonna hit enter here on my keyboard. And there it is, Elevation Worship. I could tap on it, and now I could see all the different resources that are available from Praise Charts. First of all, I get beautiful cover art, so I can identify that this is the version that I do want. And probably what's most popular that you're probably gonna look at is chords and lyrics, but you could also download even the vocal charts, the vocal sheet music. Maybe you're interested in brass, wind, orchestration. It's all available here. And you can also download audio tracks. But I'm going to tap on chords and lyrics here, and you can see I'm already signed in. I got some credits preloaded onto my account. So all I got to do is press confirm purchase, and Praise Charts is going to put that through, give me a check mark. And then here we are. We can just download that in different ways. The cool thing is you can import it with Chord Pro, and so that's completely editable within OnSong, completely transposable within OnSong. So I'm going to hit import right there, and that's going to give me the Chord Pro version. You're going to see it loads right there in the background. I can also tap if I want like a 2-column layout for PDF in the key of A. That's the native key for this song. I can import that too. Maybe I want it also in the key of, let's see, I know that I do a lot of stuff in D. I'm going to import the key of D here. And that's all importing it in the background. And now if I come over here to my song inside of OnSong, I'm going to tap on that attachments button up in the menu bar, and you can see now I have the Chord Pro version, but I also have 2 different versions of the PDF file. I have it in the key of A and the key of D. So if I wanted to, I can go to my Style Preferences menu and just transpose it right here. Now this is just a Chord Pro file, just a Chord Pro file. I say that like it's normal, but you know, I can edit this, I can format this Chord Pro file, I can do anything that I need to in OnSong. I can project lyrics, works great. But let's say I wanted to view that PDF chart, no problem. I just tap on the attachments menu, tap on what key I want, let's say the key of A, bam, I got it. And all the wonderful charting that is done by Praise Charts is right here in a 2-column format. Now the other cool thing is that Praise Charts and Song Select, you can transpose these. So once you're signed into Praise Charts or Song Select, you can tap on the Style Preferences menu. A lot of your features go away, but you still have the key that you want to transpose into, the capo and transposing instrument. So if I wanted this chart in the key of E flat, I just tap, you see a little spinner show up. It's reaching out to praise charts. It gets the chart, it loads it. Now the other nice thing is that that's all preloaded and visible in our attachments menu. So you can see here, I've just downloaded the 2-column E-flat chart and I've transposed into it. If I wanted to switch to any chart that I already have downloaded, it's instantaneous. If I don't have it, I wait a few seconds for praise charts to load it, and now it's in my library. I can use this completely offline if I needed to. So what if I wanted to load a backing track for Might Get Loud? How do I do that? So I can tap or just press on the play button here in my live bar. I could choose a custom track, and maybe I want to see if I have it in my OnSong audio library. I don't have anything in there, so I could hit the plus button. And now right down below there, I have praise charts for me. I could tap on praise charts. Again, I might need to do a quick little search or just tap on my library and find the song that I've just purchased. Right there it is, Might Get Loud. And this is going to give me all the backing tracks that OnSong currently supports. So maybe I want to just get that backing track because my band's gone. I just need to be able to sing the song on Sunday. I'm going to confirm that purchase and wait a few seconds here as everything runs through. There we go. I can pick what key I want to do it in. I want to do it in the key of A, so I'm going to import that. Wait for a second. There we go. It's in my library. I tap on it. Bam. I have my backing track. I'm ready to go. Of course, it looks like I might need to transpose that into A if I'm going to be singing along with the backing track. So I hope you're as excited about the new features of OnSong 2022 as I am. And again, if you're interested in OnSong 2022, if you've already downloaded the free app on the App Store called OnSong and you're a subscriber, you automatically get OnSong 2022 and all the new features. If you're using OnSong 2020, it is a separate download, so you can go right over to the App Store and download it now. And if you're not a subscriber, do that. We have 2 different subscription tiers. You have Essentials and Premium. Premium obviously will give you all these great new features. You can also go on over to our pricing page, check out our group pricing. So if you have multiple members of a band or a team that you need to get up and running on OnSong with all the premium features, your organization can purchase that for your members and at a very significant discount. So these are all the great new things that we have lined up for you with OnSong 2022. Thanks for watching.